Little Havana is the heartbeat of Miami. The sound of salsa music mixes with the scent of fresh coffee and savory food, creating an intoxicating aroma that's impossible to resist. The neighborhood is a living tribute to the Cuban culture with its colorful murals, vintage cars, and click-clack of dominoes.
In today's Little Havana travel guide, we want to eat, see, and dance our way through every notable corner of this neighborhood. So join us on this journey to hear the heartbeat of Miami for ourselves. Welcome to Little Havana.
After years of wanting to come to Little Havana, we're finally here.
Yes, and we're starting our journey over here with a pastry. We're in this underrated bakery that is called El Brazo Fuerte.
Seems to be popular too because there's tons of cars here, so maybe it's not as underrated as we thought.
I hope they have something with guava because it's my favorite.
Oh, I think they will. Let's go check it out.
Vamos. Probably we got more stuff that we should, but it's alright. We're on vacation.
Such a cool bakery. All the clientele there are speaking Spanish. It seems like people come here all the time. It's a typical Saturday. People want their pastries. And there was tons of guava options. So we got a pastelito de guayaba y queso, which is guava and cheese. And then also some dulce de leche cookies that we're gonna take back to our hosts later. So let's give it a try. I got a lot stuck to the back of my teeth. Just a second. Oh, that's so good. Whatever's in the inside of this, I just want them to just inject it straight in my mouth. Delicious. When you think Little Havana, you think Calle Ocho. So we relocate ourselves over to this main drag where the rest of our activities for today are going to be. What better place to start off our journey than here at the Little Havana Visitor Center.
And they even have little samples of coffee over here, so we're gonna grab one. If it's free, it's for me. I always make that joke with Juliana. She gets so mad.
And aside from that, it's pretty much just souvenirs here. You could also grab a couple of maps, but I think we know where we want to go, so let's head over there.
You know, I thought, calling Little Havana, I thought there will be only Cuban things, but no. We just passed a Mexican taco place and there's other nationalities over here. Good.
I don't know, walking Calle Ocho, keeping my eye out for Pitbull. This man runs the place and keep hearing his music everywhere. That guy unites the world.
Mr.
305.
It's a 305.
And Calle Ocho even has its own little walk of fame.
And it was mainly for Cuban stars, but then right now they have a lot of Latin American stars all over Calle Ocho.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye out for Pitbull. I wonder if he has one. For lunch, we're headed to El Rey de las Fritas, which is in quite the unsuspecting location. This little strip mall right next to a place you can do your laundry.
From the outside, it could look small, but from the inside, it's quite a lot of room.
Yeah, and they have a fantastic menu. This place was actually featured on Street Foods on Netflix. And like I said, one of the best places to grab this guy. It's called a Frita, which is basically the Cuban response to the slaughtered dough, except a lot better. They have a great mix of sausage and ground beef to make the patty, and it's topped with loads and loads of potato.
It's quite interesting. And of course, if you're in Miami, you need to try a sandwich cubano. That's exactly what I ordered. Actually, we're gonna share, but
yeah,
we're gonna have a good time.
Wow. What makes it so good here is the mix of spices that they use in the meat, and they have their own little secret sauce. So good. And everything is made here.
Actually, this dish is very special for me and my dad. It's my dad's favorite movie that is called Chef. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, but they come to Miami and they make some Cuban sandwiches over here. So I'm looking forward to eat this. So this one is for you, Dad.
And you guys know by now that if Martina's shaking his head no, that means he's in love with it.
5 out of 5.
Y cuando regreso yo te voy a dar, te lo juro.
After lunch, we made our way back to Calle Ocho, where every step revealed a new scene to take in. To the left, we passed shops where skilled hands expertly rolled cigars, while to the right, vibrant murals added splashes of colors to the surrounding. At one point, we even passed by chickens. I mean, what is this place?
As we stroll along, the music transformed every few steps, every live venue offering a new sound to get lost in. But eventually, the melodies faded away, leaving only the sound of dominoes being played. We had arrived to the famous Domino Park. Domino Park, also known as Máximo Gómez Park, is a must-see attraction for anyone visiting Little Havana. This iconic park is a gathering place for locals who come here to play the game that has been a tradition in the community for generations.
The park is always buzzing with activity, and you can watch as seasoned players compete in intense matches while novices learn the rules and hone their skills. It doesn't matter the day or the time, there will always be a crowd here.
This is Latin America. There's just a lot of people sharing stories, talking and playing. So you can only hear music from outside and clicking dominoes. I love it.
Across the street from Domino Park is another beloved staple in Little Havana. They offer a unique menu of ice cream flavors that reflect the diverse and vibrant community of Little Havana. Along with the classic flavors like chocolate and vanilla, they also have creative flavors like avocado.
Hola. Quisiéramos por favor uno de Abuela María.
And it was at this point I realized I have pretty much been speaking Spanish to every staff member I've seen today. Most of my life these days is in English, but it felt so good to speak my native language here and be understood. So this place is called Azucar! And we have ice cream. This one that Juliana got, it's amazing. I have dulce de leche, boring, but Juliana got something that is called Abuela María, that actually has guava, it has some Maria cookies, and it has cheese, right? And then they put some guava thingamajig on top. Well done, Juliana.
I'm just loving the guava today.
Good, good, good. After enjoying those delicious ice creams, we just have to see what was happening next door. There was dancing and there was music. Turns out this place is a piece of history right here.
Ball and Chain is a historic nightclub and live music venue that originally opened in 1935. It was a popular spot for legendary performers like Billie Holiday. And in the 1950s, it became a hub for Cuban musicians and the birthplace of the mambo craze in Miami. The club eventually closed in the 1960s and remained vacant for several decades until it was restored and reopened in 2014. And they've been celebrating the art of music ever since.
It's the middle of the afternoon and there's a party over here already, so I cannot imagine how's this place during the night.
Sabroso.
You have anything to say?
Dale!
El son de Cuba traigo yo, apúrense que el son llegó. El son de Cuba traigo yo, porque la fiesta ya empezó.
There's an endless amount of food you could find here in Little Havana, and we wanted to look for something different. When we heard about Doce Provisions, we knew we had to visit because they're doing a Cuban-American fusion that is amazing. The place itself is not pretentious. There's just a couple of tables here, but it's said to be one of the very best restaurants in Miami. Guy Fieri even came here on diners, drive-ins, and dives and loved the chorizo croquetas, so we're gonna try that tonight.
Ya empezamos a fiestar, mamita, ven, ven y juntos vamos a bailar. La fiesta sigue toda la noche.
I wish you guys can hear all the amazing music that we're hearing in this neighborhood.
Oh, there he goes again, shaking his head no. We got a winner.
You're gonna like it.
Well, I guess I should take the lens cap off my wrist.
Mi son, que yo le traigo mi son, ay, mi son para bailar, mi son para gozar.
The texture on this is amazing throughout. It's not overly fried. It's somewhat creamy inside. Perfect amount of spices. This is delicious. What do we have here, Martin?
We have Ropa Vieja, that is one of the most famous and emblematic dishes of Cuba. Cannot wait to try it.
Gente buena, el tercero mayor, le traigo mi son,
Sin palabras, no words needed. You can see the reaction on the face.
Little Havana, you are colorful
You were loud.
and you are delicious. We had an awesome time exploring this neighborhood. What would you say? You recommend it?
Totally. If you're going to Miami, you should come over here.
Follow for more adventures around the USA and Mexico. We actually make videos every single week in English here and in Spanish.
At Bitácora de Viajero.
So long,
Travel well.
and make the world your neighborhood. See you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.